Hello all, it's Matt Pose back with the 30-day game mastering challenge. We're a day off, but day 7. How do you prep for the start of a campaign? Well, when I come up with a new campaign idea that I'm planning to launch, if it's going to be long term, which in my mind the term campaign applies, I go to work prepping an entire system. So once system is decided, I put in a handful of rules reference people feel they'll use and such. But the big thing is making sure I have a small host of NPCs and set pieces for the characters to interact with, as well as usually my first arc of the story. Now, when I'm playing a campaign, I don't usually plan beginning to end. I plan an arc, so seasons, if you were, between episodes. I usually have the overall plot, and then I start to collect characters and backstories and start writing side threads of each character's own individual plot, and then that spawns more NPCs and more opposition that will be showing up or at least touched on over the first arc. Now, if I think this is going to be a one-time arc, I will try and cover all these short-term connections for the character's background. If it's long-term, I will sprinkle them out over each arc, trying to draw one or two character threads at least per session. All this leads to a lot of upfront prep, but in the end, I find it worth it. With that in mind, I've heard a lot of other people prep in different ways. I'd love to hear from you. How do you prep for a new campaign? I tend to go with the whole get some rules reference up as handouts, make sure we're not needing to dive into the book for anything that's very common, getting characters, having my main plot, and working in their side plots along the way. What's your usual list of orders? Well, that's all for today. Hopefully I'll be able to get tomorrow up in time, and everyone have a good evening.